Honorable Program Director, what is your expectation in terms of population, in terms of participants, and at the end of the training?
Well, my expectation in terms of population, like Emmanuel and Mohammed said, we started the mobilization already. Today we were able to reach out to the Malaria Disease Center where we share flyers. We also printed banners, and we created a platform that were able to invite some young people to be part of the process.
So, Mohammed, the question is, considering that there are lots of young people who might want to take advantage, considering the registration fees attached is not much, and many of them want to come in. So the question is, if the number exceeds the stimulated number, like 50 or 40, will you provide a space?
Yeah, based on, we did our assessment this morning, Emmanuel and I, along with Uncle D, and then we have come to realize there are two big spaces in the hall.
Okay.
So what we intend to do is we can have a group of two.
Okay.
We can have them split into two batches, right? So we have the first section, and we can later switch to the second batch and then continue with the other section.
Okay.
So we are anticipating on, at least based on the whole I've seen, I'm sure we can be able to host up to 100 or 150 students.
Meaning everyone is invited.
Yeah.
Now, how are you going about the recruitment process? Because I think this is my first time hearing about this. Just apart from printing banner,
Okay.
what are different strategies you're using to reach out to the young people?
All right. So we have, as Uncle D mentioned earlier, we have a messenger group.
Okay.
And that of a WhatsApp platform. We also have a Facebook page where we disseminate information to the young people, informing them about the training, how can they sign up for the training. So we don't want to complicate the process for people, because there are some people who are not really okra when it comes to using some of the technology platforms. So we make it as simple as possible so that everybody can be able to access the information and be able to participate in the training. So we have our messenger platform, we have WhatsApp, and that of our Facebook. So we use that to disseminate information, all information about the training.
For example, I am an individual who's willing to sponsor, few of the participants.
Okay.
Are you willing to accept maybe institutional individual willing to give a bunch of, participants, or is left with every individual registering for themselves?
Oh no, we will highly appreciate that. It would be a welcoming idea or initiative, to have other big hands sponsoring.
Okay.
Because now we are a self-sponsor organization, So if we can even have proud sponsors from all over Liberia, with the intention of sponsoring an initiative to give back to the young people, because it's not all about us. NextGen is not basically about me or Emmanuel. It's about impacting the young people in Liberia.
Okay.
So if we can have people from all around the country that wants to say, okay, hey, we'll pay for 150 students, or we'll pay for all of the participants that are coming, that's a welcoming idea,
Now, Emmanuel, in the next 2 years of operation, what do you foresee?
Yeah, in the next 2 years, we see ourselves reaching the entire Liberia.
Okay.
See ourselves reaching, because this is like, we started this thing very little. We started it as an online training platform.
Okay.
Where we taught about 50 to 60 persons online. And this year, because when we were in Ghana, my brother was in Saudi Arabia when I was in Ghana, we came up with the idea. So we started it online, training people. So now I've decided to come back home, and he came for vacation. I said, okay, this is time we have to make this thing big. This is time we have to give back to our own people. This is time we have to reach to the young people. So we started it very small, and now we are seeing ourselves in Bong County. To tell you the truth, in the next 2 years, we are seeing ourselves going around Liberia.
Okay. Meaning you want every young person, have the skill of technology.
Sure.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let me speak. The county coordinator will come in. Like I said, the Ministry of Youth and Sport, like all of us know, they are the government arm that are responsible for young people activities in the country. So we thought it necessary to see how best we can partner with our young guys that was in Ghana. Most of them went Ghana for training and they came back with the knowledge. So we can't just sit back. We thought it wise that we can work along with them to see how best our young people in the county can also take advantage. So we started this almost 4 months ago. Emmanuel here is my nephew. He was in Ghana. We started talking, and when he came back, I told him no. Now look, when you come back to Bong County, because we know that you have the knowledge, but we have other young people that are willing to also tap to your knowledge. So we started talking, and Mohammed also came in, and we started discussing, and finally they agreed to come to Bong County. They wanted to have this training in another district in Mosurado.
Okay.
But I pushed that to see how best our young people, because at the Ministry of Youth and Sport we got 4 different programs that we run, right? So one program is on UNICEF, and we got 4 thematic areas. Now we got the soap making, we got the tailoring, we also have the computer program, and we have the numeracy and literacy program.
Okay.
So it was just like since we already have the computer program, there's a need bulk of our young people that graduated from the institution to at least have the advanced program for them. Since we cannot have instructor for that program, we thought it wise to partnership with them and see how best it can be able to give up to our young people and see how best it can, have more knowledge on computer. So these are things to do.
Honorable Coordinator.
Yeah, so it's important. We came to actually encourage the youth of Bong County to make their business to be part of this occasion, because the digital skill training program is very good for the young people, because if you learn the skill, it will help you. You heard from Emmanuel, he said it's not about you getting a degree before you can have the skill. So it's important that the young people take the advantage to learn the program. So we came actually to make the awareness, to encourage the young people across the county, Banga, to be part of the program, because it's important.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's talk about the requirement for this training, and when is the training expected?
Alright, so basically the requirement for this training is you need to either have a smartphone or a laptop. Either of the two is fine. But hey, if you don't have a laptop, don't panic. Okay, you can still be able to participate in the training just by using your smartphone. And the training is going to kick off on August 5th, which that will be on Tuesday, and it ends on the 8th of August. So it's going to be a 4 days of intensive training program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any fees attached for maybe registration, and could you mind telling us?
Alright, so before I touch on the fees, let me quickly talk about the orientation,
Okay.
which is also an essential part of the training, because the orientation is actually meant to give the participants an overview of what the training is all about. So we are out here to encourage everyone. The orientation is going to be on Monday. So we also have a guest speaker who is going to come and then tell you the importance of being a skilled person. And then he will also be there to motivate people to actually go into the field of having more skilled people in Liberia. So the orientation will help you to understand what to expect during the training and how to prepare yourself for the training. So about the fees, the registration is $175 LD,
Okay.
Liberian dollar, right? So you can pay as little as $175 to be part of the training. And then after the training, we will have to certificate all participants. So the certification, we need to print out the certificate. So that will cost actually $10 for us to be able to prepare the certificates and give to all of the participants.
Now, is it a whole day training, especially for participants who want to form a part for the 4 days?
It's not actually a whole day training. The training starts from 9 o'clock in the morning and we end by 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do you see it possible, considering the different, topic expected to be covered in different areas? Do you see it possible for students or participants getting the whole knowledge you ready which they can?
Yeah, it's actually possible because we did it before. We did it in Montserrat district number 10,
Okay.
and we saw a huge impact. We saw a huge impact. We saw people making difference. So it's possible.
Okay. Now, there are people far away from Banga, interested, forming a part of such program. Assuming that there will be a need, to extend to other parts, what's your willingness and how prepared is the team for going outside of Banga?
Firstly, we want to say this is an initiative where we have an ambition of impacting the youth of
Okay.
Liberia. So it's not restricted to a particular area.
Okay.
So we started with Montserrat district number 10, as my colleague Emmanuel said, and we have extended it to Bong County to ensure that all Liberian youths be able to benefit from this initiative. But it's not going to happen all at once. It's a gradual process, and we are working on it to ensure that we'll be able to reach to every corner of Liberia to impact the young people of this country.
Okay. Now, honorable coordinator, as the focus person of the Ministry of Youth and Sports in the county, what do you say to the young people, the youth, especially with such knowledge building, training coming for youth of the county, and this will be your first, initiative?
Yeah, thank you. Kweekeh, I actually came to encourage the young people to take advantage of this training, because it is important that the young people be part of this training. So we making the awareness, let them do their business to come on the faith to get the training, because it will help them. It will help the young people, because the 21st century that we're living in, it is all about technology. So everything you do in school and whatsoever, you have to get a technology background. Even if you go into an office, they will always ask you whether you have a computer training, computer knowledge. Thank you very much.
Now, why if a person, register for the training, and the person is not, capacitated to paying for the certificate, can the person be allowed to go through the training?
The certificate actually is for those who want it.
Okay.
So it's not like a compulsory thing.
Okay.
So if you are not interested in having a certificate, you just pay the registration fee and then you are in for the training.
Okay. In conclusion?
So basically, I would like to encourage just as the big brother Uncle D said, when I traveled the first time out of Liberia, it was an eye-opening, experience for me. Because that was when I saw life from a very different perspective, and I got to realize exactly that it's not all about the degree. Now, when you follow up Liberia or schooling when we were kids growing up, it's all about going to school, getting the degree, your political science degree, economy, and so on. But what are the skills? Because some of these degrees or some of these courses, sometimes you are studying, before you finish studying them, society no longer needs them anymore. People need those with skills, especially in this digital era that we are in. So I'm encouraging every young person out there listening to me right now to take advantage of this opportunity. When we went to Ghana, this was exactly how we started. Attending training, when people have training, we go and sign up for it, and then we get small knowledge, we practice. So we kept on, and today we are here also training people as well. So every young person listening right now, try to take advantage of the opportunity, and I'll be glad to meet you all at NextGen second phase training at Banga Youth Center.
Emmanuel, in conclusion?
Yeah, not much to say. Like, I just want to encourage every one of us, all the youth listening to us outside there. It's very much important for us to have these skills because where the world is going, the skilled people are winning big time. People are making it big time. I can tell you for free, there are young people that have employed themselves outside there that some of us that even have the degree, we can't be compared to them. We can't match to them. Because somebody will just sit down and design a website and collect not less than a 200 or 350 United States dollars. And somebody is there with a degree waiting for $150 at the end of the month. So we want people, this program is designed to have more youth that will be independent, more youth that won't sit down and wait for government to give them job before they have work to do. And the world, the truth is, the world is getting tough, and it's getting tough every day. So will you be sitting for the government to create job for you before you start doing something for yourself? So think about it. So we'll be waiting for you people